Welcome everybody. Today we have another drop set workout. We're going to focus on our legs and our glutes. So as you recall, last week we focused on back and triceps. This is the second split of this series, and we're going to get into the lower body. Hello, if you're coming in live. Love to see your comments up, and I do have them up nice and big so I can see them. Hi, Drone Dogs. Hi, Seba. Hi, Sharon. Make sure I say Seba correctly. I know you've told me before. Okay, guys, go ahead and take those legs nice and wide. Big, deep breath in. And exhale. Now, last week we also went over how to lunge correctly. We talked a little bit about how to open up and lengthen, create flexibility in the lower body. So we're going to pull some of those into today's mobility warm-up. Good. Hi, Jama. Good morning, good morning. Oh, no. Well, hey, you can get this on a replay. Take care of yourself, right? Okay, guys, so we're going to get into a little bit of mobility for the lower body. So I want you to start with some knee hugs. So you're going to come up. This is also working a little bit on that balance. Starting to create a little heat in the lower body. All right, go ahead and pull the knees up. Find the balance. Find your footing. And from here, we're going to go into some hip openers. One more each side. Great job. And then hip openers. So keep your hips square to the front and open up side to side. This is also going to create a little bit of heat and mobility in our lower body through the hip joint, through the hip flexors, which we're going to get into a little bit more next. And it's really important. I always, especially for leg day, like to dedicate time for mobility to open up because it's going to help the actual workout. You're going to get more benefit from it. Good. One more each side. Okay, stepping back, and I'm going to turn to the side just so you can see. You're going to step back, and I want you to reach up, and this is going to open up through our hip flexors. So keep that nice wide stance. Feet are on separate train tracks, as we learned last week. And then keep your hips square to the front. And I want you to lift your arm up. However, don't let go of your rib cage. So keep your abs tight, meaning don't arch to get the arm up. And if you can't quite get there without keeping the abs tight, just go as high as you can. Good job. We're going to go into some lateral lunges next, which will open up through the adductors and help us get into our glutes even more. Very nice job. Shake it out. Okay, adductor stretch side to side. Now, because we are stretching for mobility and waking up the body, we're going to keep it movement-based. And then go ahead and come down a little bit lower if you can. This one, I want you to be really careful. If you feel like it's too much on your knees, stick with just staying up nice and high because this is totally fine. Otherwise, it's called a Cossack squat, and you're coming side to side. Very glute-driven, core tight, sinking side to side. Very nice job. Now notice I do have my 552 Select Tech dumbbells on set today. That's what I will be using as resistance. And really for the drop sets today, I'm going to recommend that we go between 2 weights and 1 weight. Very easy way to transition. Good. One more each side, please. And hello, Mr. Mario. Good afternoon to you too. Last mobility warm-up move. I want you to come down into a wide adductor squat. So adductor squat meaning just kind of shift side to side. Then I want you to come up, glute driven, squeeze through. We're going to take the last 20 seconds right there. So come down. You can shift side to side. Then come up, glute driven, stretch out through the hamstrings, squeeze the booty up. Now, if you ever want, need, and look forward to more time to warm up, you can always do that. You know we go live at 9 a.m., so you could always start a little bit earlier. And if you do this on replay, you can take a little bit more time, hit up one of our other mobility warm-ups, and that way you're ready to rock. But in today's case, we're going to go ahead and get set up for our first exercise in our drop set block. So we're going to start with front squats. Our drop set is going to be going into reverse lunges. Now I mentioned 2 weights, and then you can drop down to single weight, or you can really push it and switch on that transition and drop the weight down. The goal of drop sets is to drop the weight down because we're targeting similar muscle groups within that same set. We're going to go between legs and then more glute focused for the second set of exercises. However, it really does all target the lower body in general. Okay, we're going to start in 15 seconds. Go ahead and grab your weight selection that you feel good about for front squats, which is up first. 40 seconds on, 20-second transition allows you enough time to drop that weight if you want. Okay, so front squats, down and up. Inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. Sebastian, how are you? You must know that you are on my mind, because I was just thinking about you going, I need to reach out and see how he's doing. I'm so excited to see you live. Yes, what a good day. Okay, push up. Keep going, team. 10 more seconds, and then on our 20-second break, you can either reduce the weight, or I'm going to show you how you can go down to a single weight. Finish your last one. Okay, you can either switch your weight or go to single weight with me, and we're going to go to reverse lunges. I'm going to turn to the side, just take a peek. Reverse lunge is going to allow you to really control where that weight is in your front foot, as we learned last week. There we go. Drop set, 40 seconds on reverse lunges. Now focus on really feeling it through those quads. Down, push up. Inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. Now rep ranges. Remember, we dropped that rep range a little bit, 10 to 12. And when you're doing these alternating lunges, 12 meaning 12 total, so it'd be 6 each leg. And that just gives you kind of a range so that if you're doing really quick, way faster, getting more in, hey, grab a little more weight. You can also do what works best for you. And really work on that form above all. Okay, take your break. Lots of updates, good. I look forward to hearing all your updates. Okay, quick break. In 13 seconds, grab the match. We're gonna do deadlifts. So go ahead and find that footing that feels right under the hips. Knees over toes, slight bend in your knees, core tight. Here we go, deadlifts. So I'm not doing narrow deadlifts. I'm doing a little bit of a, I would say mid-range stance, not too wide, not too narrow. If you want to go a little wider, it's going to allow you to slide a little bit more back using the adductors. Otherwise, just an even stance is great. Now I want you to think about finishing that deadlift by pulling through the core and really figuring out how to squeeze, I'm reading Jama's comment as I'm talking, how to squeeze your core and help finish that rep using your abs, not your low back. Good, finish your last one, please. And 20 seconds here. Drop down to one weight. Lateral lunges. Also something that we did in our Thursday How to Lunge session. If you're like, oh, I missed that, go check it out after this workout today. It's definitely a good one. It's a good refresher too. Okay, lateral lunges, focusing on really squeezing through the glutes and then pushing off, feeling the adductor as well. You can also have 2 weights, absolutely, but this was a quick way that you can go from a drop set, or you can go into a drop set from 2 weights to 1. Nice job. Now the cool news is we're gonna get 2 sets of everything today. So what we've just done, we're gonna get to do again. So keep going through this last drop set. Step out, push off. Feel that adductor on either side. Good, and if you're like, what's an adductor? It's on the inside of your leg. Take a break. Okay, adjust your weight as you'd like, and we're gonna go back to those front-loaded squats. I am just gonna simply show you that adjusting your weight can definitely fit the time in. And boom, we're ready, right into set number 2. Front squats, here we go. Down, squeeze through. Nice job. I'm gonna turn. I like to give it a little bit of a pause at the bottom. Feel the rep, squeeze up. Nice job. You can absolutely have the hands by the sides as well. Good, 20 more seconds. Okay, Jama, angry joints today. Stretch out. If you ever feel your body kind of talking back to you, it may just need a little bit of a break. Hit up some mobility. And just know you're still doing a great service to your body. Finish that last one. Reverse lunges. Drop set. Grab the weight that you're going to use and get ready. Now I want you to pause on these a little bit slower. Give me a little bit of a pulse. Really feel the legs loading as you step back. And let's hit it. So just a little bit of a pause and then drive up. Remember from our tempo strength series, the power of focusing on the rep, and I want you to give me a little bit of an isometric hold, just a little bit, just so you can really focus the mind-muscle connection and feel it. Drive through. Good. Think about the quads. Think about those hamstrings. Good. Definitely always think about the glutes. And the next set's going to get the glutes even more. Push off. I want you to feel muscles, and you want to support your joints. Break. Okay. Deadlift set. And don't worry. You're like, holy cow, it's moving fast. One more drop set. We're going to get a significant break in between, and we'll go into our second block. Okay, guys, slight bend in those knees. Maybe I'll give you another angle. And tip forward a little bit. Core tight. Here we go. Think glute driven as well as hamstrings. And the reason I give you that focus is because if you have tight hamstrings and this is your depth, that's where you go and that's where you pull up. It's not about how far you go forward or how low those weights go if it's not truly in your glutes and your legs. I don't want anything in the low back is basically what I am trying to express. Keep going, down and up. Keep a really nice tight core the whole time. Also, think about that concept of hips going back. Same degree, meaning don't shift. Take a break. Lateral lunges. All those key points really make a big difference. Lateral lunges, last drop set. Big smile. You guys are doing fantastic. And we're going to step out. Try to hit 10 to 12 reps total. Here we go. So down. You can also hold the weights up a little bit. Give yourself a little bit more range of motion. Good. If you have two, one weight goes outside, one weight goes inside. You can even do body weight. You can hold it right here. There's so many different options. Very nice work. Okay, think about the glutes, adductors, booty back. You can even push that knee out a little bit, push off. 10 more seconds. Form is going to be everything when we are strength training, especially when we get into these lower rep range and drop sets. Break. Okay, go ahead and put your weights back in because I will show you what the weight selection is coming up next. Excuse me, what the exercise is so you can decide your weight selection coming up next. And you're going to be really excited because when that clock hits 12 minutes, you got a full 60 seconds still ready for a break. I said it last week. You're like, what? A full minute, Bree? This hardly ever happens. With this workout, you give me that strong push in the blocks. They give you a little extra break in between. Okay, we're going to do goblet squats. So we did front squats. Now we're going to do goblet squats. And I want you to take your toes out and angle towards the side. Now you can do one weight or two weights. As you know, especially for my 5.52s, they go pretty high. So one weight is what I'm going to grab. We're going to do goblet squats. Then we are going to do our plyo squats. You can do weighted or unweighted, but we're going to come down and give ourselves a little bit of a plyometric as our drop set. Then we're going to go into glute bridges, and then we're going to go into body weight hamstring walkouts. Lot going on. Lot of new stuff. All right, guys, goblet squat coming up first. So angle those toes out wide, and here we go. Down and then squeeze up. So our toes are towards the corners. Right? Okay, I got to read Sebastian's comment because that is so important. When you pause movements before coming back, you really feel it. Absolutely. So try it again. You kind of hold for a second, squeeze on up. It gives your brain that chance to go, okay, where do I feel it? Where do I want to feel it? And then drive up. So slow that tempo a little bit, especially because I want our reps to be a little lower. So I want you to have a little bit more weight. Okay, next set. If you're already thinking, hey, I don't know if I want to jump, you're going to do narrow squats. Take your break here. And you're going to raise up on the toes. So here we go. Option 1, option 2. 40 seconds. It's a burner, but this is also a form of a drop set. We're taking weight off and we're changing up the movement a little bit. Are you guys ready? Okay, a little bit more of a narrow squat. Here we go. Down and up. Good. Option, raise up on the toes. Now I took the arms out when I started doing the plyo. We got a little visitor. She likes plyometrics. I took the arms out because I wanted to focus a little bit more on my legs. You ready, Cleo? Usually she waits for the cool down. She wanted to come out and say hi. She's cheering us on. It's Cleo, the cheerleader. Raising up on the toes. Stay with it, guys. Come on. You got 3, 2, 1. Break. Okay, no time to break for a long time. Grab 1 or 2 weights. We're going right into glute bridges. I'm gonna bring you guys down a little closer. There we go. So 1 or 2 weights, focusing on really driving up through the booty, and then we're gonna do some hamstring walkouts. Begin. Okay, glute bridge. You can absolutely also do this on a bench if you'd like. But for the next exercise, for the ease of transition, I'm having us do on the floor. And I want you to really think about something as well. As you go up, don't just think about going up. Think about your knees going forward. So I think about my knees sliding forward. And then I like to add a little bit of a push out to really activate the glutes even more. Okay, I'm really excited about this next move. You guys are going to love it. You're going to feel your hamstrings, I guarantee you. And in fact, I want you to come back and comment when you do feel it tomorrow. Okay, go ahead and drop the weight. I recommend you do this with body weight for sure the first time ever. Bring your hips up. You're going to stay there. Now watch. Walk out. Don't drop your hips. Don't go very far. Test the waters at first. We're going to alternate leads. 40 seconds. Let's go. Walk it out. So now I would go the other lead. Now my goal, and what I want you to also think about is nothing in the low back. My core is supporting me, my hamstrings, my glutes are isometrically contracting. Good, hands down for support. And I'm just gonna show you other options in case you start to get there. Anytime you wanna lift, you could even be here. Don't do it until you're fully ready, but I just always like to give you guys some other options of where you can progress to. Done! Pop up! Ooh, that's a big set. Okay, we got 1 more circuit of each. Goblet squat is up first. Grab that dumbbell. That break was so you push now, so keep focus on that. I gave you 60 seconds. Give me this next run through, and then we'll stretch out really well. Okay, goblet squat, toes wide, towards the corner. Here we go. Hold it for a second, drive up. Good. This leg and glute workout today, you guys, it's a notch up from some of the stuff that we've been doing over the last few months. You're ready for it. If you are new to working out with us, you're still fine to do it. Just be really mindful of form and weight selection. Good. Very nice job. 10 more seconds. How's that sweat factor today too? Whenever we do legs and glutes, even though it's not cardio based, the plyo a little bit, definitely feel that sweat start to pour. Okay, weight down. Go ahead and get into your plyo squat set. Last time we're gonna do this. So when you start to fatigue and you wanna stop, remind yourself, there's not another set. I can go all out. You can also take that low impact option. I'm gonna face you. Ready, get set, and go. I love it, Sebastian. Speaking from experience, I'll share just in case people haven't seen the comment yet. He said on those exercises where we're on the ground, if you feel it in your back, squeeze your core more. Absolutely. Okay, here's your option. You're hitting more rapid fire, and notice we're in a more narrow stance squat. Otherwise, right here. And remember, I'm taking my arms down so I can focus on my quads and my legs a little bit more. No momentum. Oh, you should feel this. Break. Come on down. Last set. We have those glute bridges. These are super effective, but agree with Sebastian, you want to make sure you're in really good form because you can also end up not feeling it in the right place. Okay, team, here we go. Drive it up. I would even say too, you could do this set with body weight until you truly feel it. Everything that we do, strength training wise, it's all about the movement patterns. It's all about knowing where you want to feel it, moving in the right degrees. Degrees are huge. And then if you feel limitations, tightnesses, or if you feel it in your back, it's a mobility issue that we'll work on. And it's also, a lot of times, core specific. And last one, done. Okay, drop set. Ready for that hamstring walkout? Yes, okay, good. Jema feels her core 100%. You know the cool thing is when we strength train, core gets work every day. All right, drive those hips up, tighten them up, and walk it out. You can also take it into a less distant walk, so not as far away from your body. That's a way that you can scale back. When you're feeling ready, you can go out a little bit further. My core really squeezes, my hamstrings engage, and I feel that movement. I want to make sure our hamstrings got a little bit love here at the end, as well as our booty. Glutes are supporting just like the core. Whew. Promise you'll feel this tomorrow in a good way. Come on, you're almost there. 3 seconds. These workouts are intense, but you're done. They go by pretty quickly. Okay, go ahead and rock up to a seated position, but I am going to keep us on the ground so we can stretch out the lower body together. Awesome job, you guys. All right, go ahead and come into flip around. Take one leg over the top. This is a great way to do that figure 4. We've done it standing. I'm just going to turn there. That gives you the best angle. So you can see I'm in figure 4. And then from here, the cool thing is you can prop your upper body up, and then you can control the degree by lifting the toe and making it a little bit tighter if you'd like. You can even go in and out of it. This is another way to stretch out through the glutes. Very nice. Feels good. When you give it a really hard push in the workout, the cool downs are so rewarding. Okay, from there, I want you to just take knees into that 90-90 position. We're working on that same side. And I just want you to lift back, reach up, and give me a little bit of a hip flexor stretch. So kind of how we started. Keep both hips on the ground if possible. Reach up. Very nice. And then we're going to switch. So take the opposite side now, over the top. Figure 4. Yay! Oh, I love it. So Sebastian's glutes are on fire, and Drone Dog says sweat factor 100. I agree. I don't know if you guys can tell. Definitely the same over here. Heels up. Good job. So this is our second split of our drop set series. You can always stack these workouts. So if you haven't tried the back and tricep workout yet, go check that out. Not necessarily today. This is enough for today, but you can do that tomorrow. Okay, come into the other side now. I'll flip it. 90-90, and then just come back. Whoops, that's actually my other side. Come back and reach. Just make sure you hit the opposite hip flexor. Very nice job. Hold a little bit longer. And then we're going to flip into supine position, hamstring stretch, which we also did in our How to Lunge day. So this is how we get those hamstrings nice and flexible. When you are doing static stretching, you can hold a little bit longer. You can even give me a little bit of that ankle roll, and you're gonna feel that all through the hamstrings. Good, and switch. Keep both hips even positioning, so I'm not turning. And notice I have my leg bent, makes it a little bit easier. Good, so these are 4, and I say 4 because we're gonna do one more stretch. We're gonna squeeze it in. These are 4 stretches specifically for what we did today. Come back and do them multiple sets if you have time. Okay, flip around. Prone position, quad. And this is, I mention it every single time we do this. This is one of my absolute favorite ways to stretch quads. You should feel that. Switch. So we did 4 moves. We did a glute stretch, hip flexor, hamstring, quad. I will make sure it's in the notes so you can go back and do them multiple times. But if you have time right now, I definitely recommend going through them again 2 to 3 more times. Great job. Go ahead and slowly come up. We took it all the way to the end today. So much fun, you guys. Sweat. We definitely pushed the lower body with the weights today, and we got a lot of reps in with that drop set formula. Thank you so much for joining me live. Welcome back, Sebastian. I can't wait to catch up with you. I missed you. And everybody else that was live, Jama, Sharon, Drone Dogs, so good to see you. And all my replay crew, don't be shy. Drop comments below. Let me know how you did, and I will see you guys Thursday, 9 a.m. Pacific time. We are doing a HIIT pyramids workout. I'll see you guys then. Take care.